Hey, good afternoon. Happy Scorpio season. And season is really a great way to describe this time of year based on the fact that there are 30 days in each sign, 30 degrees. And so, Western or tropical astrology, but here, you don't want to hear all of that. You want to know what's going on for the Mercury retrograde. Well, I'm going to give you kind of a pre-game or pre-show of it. Technically, it doesn't happen until Halloween, but he's been in his shadow since October 12th or 13th. So some of the things that you've been feeling since the beginning part, the middle part of this month, you may revisit once he goes retrograde on Halloween until November 20th at the 28th degree of Scorpio. So those of you who are Scorpions, Taurus, Leo, Aquarians, you're going to find that your communication based on egocentric, because remember, Scorpio is about how we create win-win situations on a soul level, kind of a ride or die. You know, those people who are our compadres that are there for us no matter what. They know where the bodies are not only buried, but they also maybe helped you bury them as well. They certainly would be accessories or after the fact, you know, in that way, if not before. But definitely, as all Mercury retrogrades, they affect the Geminis and Virgos and those people who make their living using information and being able to constantly shift that information based on the prevailing audience. The basic difference between Gemini and Virgo is that Gemini can gather information just for the sake of gathering it, where Virgo wants to gather for discerning, exacting, precise reasons, because it's an earth sign, so the usefulness of it. What it means for all of us from that November until November 20th, and then he won't leave Scorpio until mid-December, is that look at the intention and the motivation behind your communication. Pay attention to, you know, things that keep showing up, you know, thrice Mercury, you know, trying to keep that hand out of there. So thrice Hermes, in the way that third time's the charm. He goes retrograde in almost the same element 3 times a year. So you want to be clear about the messages and be attentive to the messages that keep coming up, those so-called happy accidents, as it were. Well, if you're fire signs, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, the Mercury in Scorpio can make you feel a little bit uncomfortable in terms of your past. You know, what was going on the last time he was retrograde in August. And then if you're an earth sign, just think of earth. We pay attention, time spent. So the Scorpio energy can give you that ability to understand your relationships, not only intimate, but to siblings and cousins and neighbors. And then if you are an air sign, you know, the reasonable ones of the zodiac, the Scorpio or water energy takes that collective detached aspect of air and it brings it down into the soul. So it may be sometimes uncomfortable, the depths, the secrets that show up. And these are personal as well as communal as well as national as well. So your air signs are here to be the arbiters of how the information is shared and creating the space where we can hear, you know, because we listen, air travels, sound travels through the air. So it's how you say things. And lastly, but not least, the soul keepers, the historians, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. With Scorpio, you're going to be looking for your own inspiration. Kind of like Water Me with Lizzo. She even uses that line in that song. And then Cancer and Pisces. Make sure that you're looking and exchanging love in all the right places. So just know that it can be a very challenging time period with Mercury in the underworld. So know why you do what you do. And if you don't know why you're doing what you do, don't do it. Wait until you get either the third time's the charm or wait until you feel more comfortable in showing your authentic, keep it 100 self. This is Quan out. And I'll keep talking to you about this Mercury retrograde because a lot of people are concerned about it being done, you know, happening on Halloween. And I want to assure you that the goddess don't make no mess. So we'll get through it.